Do you want more in your life? More success? More happiness and life satisfaction? A deeper spiritual connection? You can have it all when you learn to unleash your hidden power. You see, organized religion lied to you and told you that you were weak, a sinner. Their goal was control. To do that, they had to hide your true power from you. They omitted the truth from religious teachings. They suppressed it through force, made you fear God, threatened you with eternal damnation. These beliefs were reinforced and passed from generation to generation. Without you even knowing, your power became theirs. But you can take that power back. You can become more than you ever imagined. So much more than they let you believe. This great deception occurred over centuries while the truth lay buried in the desert of Egypt, until 1945, when a farmer unearthed 13 books that dated back 1,700 years. These translations became known as the Gnostic Gospels, and within them the teachings of Christ from a different perspective. Untouched, unedited, your power unrevised. But still today, these teachings are suppressed, disparaged, or just plain ignored. Instead of taking their word for it that theirs is the only true book of God, which only serves to keep them in power, why not find out for yourself? Or if you never believed at all, this perspective might open you up to a whole new world that resonates with you, as it did for me. The Gnostic Gospel, also known as the Nag Hammadi Library, unveiled a trove of ancient texts, including Gospels and Scriptures, that diverged from the original Bible and its narrative, the most famous of which is the Gospel of Thomas. Among these revelations were the secret teachings attributed to Jesus Christ, offering profound insights into the nature of divinity and humanity's intrinsic connection to it, your divine power. The Gospel of Thomas offers a unique perspective on spirituality and enlightenment. It opens with a proclamation of secrecy, suggesting that the teachings contained within are reserved for those who seek deeper understanding, setting the stage for a journey of enlightenment and self-discovery. Embedded within the verses of the Gospel of Thomas is a profound implication that true understanding leads to a realization of one's divine nature. By unraveling the secrets concealed within the teachings, seekers may ascend to a state of godhood, transcending the limitations of mortal existence, just like Jesus did. That doesn't sound like the stories you were told, now does it? Many individuals are raised within religious traditions that instill specific beliefs about the separation of divinity and human existence. However, the discovery of these suppressed scriptures prompts a reevaluation of these ingrained beliefs, challenging individuals to question the authenticity of their beliefs. In verse 70 of the Gospel of Thomas, Jesus said, "If you bring forth what is within you, what you bring forth will save you. If you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you." This verse underscores the significance of inner spiritual exploration and self-realization. It suggests that you and I possess an innate potential for salvation or destruction based on our willingness to cultivate and express our inner truth. By embracing and manifesting our inner spiritual essence, we can achieve salvation and fulfillment, whereas neglecting or suppressing this inner truth leads to spiritual decay and ego-fueled dissatisfaction. In verse 3, Jesus said, "If those who lead you say to you, 'See, the kingdom is in the sky,' then the birds of the sky will precede you. If they say to you, 'It is in the sea,' then the fish will precede you. Rather, the kingdom is inside of you and it is outside of you. When you come to know yourselves, then you will become known, and you will realize that it is you who are the sons of the living Father. But if you will not know yourselves, you dwell in poverty, and it is you who are that poverty." This teaching emphasizes the immediate accessibility of the kingdom of God, or spiritual truth, within each of us. It rejects the notion of a distant or external kingdom, and instead asserts that the kingdom is present within each person. Through self-awareness, self-discovery, and self-realization, you can come to understand your divine nature and connection to divine power. Ignorance of this inner reality results in spiritual poverty and alienation from one's true essence. In verse 29, Jesus said, "If the flesh came into being because of spirit, that is a marvel, but if spirit came into being because of the body, That is a marvel of marvels. Yet I marvel at how this great wealth has come to dwell in this poverty. This verse contrasts the spiritual realm, spirit, with the material world, flesh. It marvels at the idea that the divine spirit could be contained within the limitations of the physical body. By highlighting the inherent contradiction between the spiritual wealth within individuals and the poverty of material existence, it critiques attachment to worldly possessions and underscores the importance of prioritizing spiritual growth and enlightenment. In verse 2, Jesus said, "Let one who seeks not stop seeking until one finds. When one finds, one will be troubled. When one is troubled, one will marvel and will rule over all." This teaching encourages relentless pursuit of spiritual truth and understanding. It suggests that the seeking individual may encounter challenges and difficulties along the way, but ultimately, their perseverance will lead to enlightenment and mastery overall. By emphasizing the universal accessibility of spiritual truth and the transformative power of seeking, it inspires individuals to embark on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. In verse 4, Jesus said, "The person old in days won't hesitate to ask a little child 7 days old about the place of life, and that person will live. For many of the first will be last, and will become a single one." This teaching emphasizes the importance of humility, openness, and receptivity to spiritual wisdom. It suggests that wisdom and spiritual insight may be found in unexpected places, even in the innocence and simplicity of a child. Additionally, it promotes a reversal of worldly hierarchies, where those who are considered first in worldly terms may be last in spiritual understanding, highlighting the value of humility, openness, and service on the spiritual path. Nowhere in these teachings does it say that you need a religious official as a conduit to God. We have the innate capacity to know God and let His light also shine in us. Divine Spirit can be found within us. You can choose a guide to help you on the path, but know that if that path highlights your weaknesses instead of your divine strength, it is the wrong path. At the heart of these secret teachings lies the imperative to recognize our own divine essence. By acknowledging our connection to the One and embracing our divine nature, we can transcend the limitations of ego and material existence and attain a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. The secret teachings of Thomas challenge traditional conceptions of heaven as a distant and ethereal realm. Instead, it calls for a shift in perception toward an internal and experiential understanding of the kingdom of heaven. Rather than a destination reserved for the afterlife, the kingdom of heaven is a state of mind accessible in the present moment. The journey toward divinity begins with the recognition of our own divine essence and the divine essence inherent within all creation. By acknowledging this fundamental truth, you can cultivate a deeper sense of reverence, compassion, and interconnectedness. If you want to continue this journey and learn more about the concept of divine oneness, watch this video here.